What's the deal with Hendon Hooker? What's the plan? Let's talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode. Hendon Hooker. Is the man just damaged goods at this point? Bro, I see two things here. Two things. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments. Let me know where you stand with Hendon Hooker, what the plan is here. But I see it on two sides of a coin. One, what's the best case scenario for Hendon Hooker? And two, what works the best for the Detroit Lions? What's the best case scenario for the Lions? Because here's Hendon Hooker going into his third year as a Lion. Now, probably you and I are in the same boat when it comes to when we drafted him. I don't think we thought he was a succession plan. I didn't think he was a succession plan. Did you? Right? Like, when he was drafted in, it was, I believe, now 3 years ago. It was either the third or fourth round. We snagged Hendon Hooker. No part of me looked and said, that's QB1 in the future. That's the guy. I looked and I saw, that's a good backup plan. That's somebody who we could probably have Mark Brunell, QB coach for the Lions, have him grow him up to be the guy if Goff goes down. Well, my question is, what is going on, though, that heading into the playoffs last year, we obviously needed some sort of insurance policy in case Goff went down, so we go out and get Teddy Bridgewater. That tells me, that should tell you, Hendon ain't where he needs to be. Obviously, he is not where he needs to be. The Lions staff, Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson at the time, Brunell, they weren't comfortable enough to say, yeah, Hendon's ready. Now, obviously, you have Teddy Bridgewater, who is a seasoned vet, so you have that. He was with us the year prior. There was kind of this like, well, he already knows what we're doing. Let's just get him because we feel more comfortable with him. That's crazy. You just brought in a guy who was coaching a high school team, I believe, to a state championship final, and you say, hey, man, you want to come back here just in case we go? And then, of course, Goff goes down against Washington. We bring out Teddy. Quite frankly, we probably should have left Teddy out there going into the second half. That's a different discussion. So what's the best case scenario for Hendon Hooker? Not for the Lions, for Hendon Hooker. Well, I mean, he probably looks at himself at the age of 27, not having a start under his belt. Like, I could do this. I could do this somewhere, but it ain't going to be Detroit. We have Goff for another three years, right? It was 4-year contract, 3 more years. Goff gets hurt. Sure, I guess you could look at it and say, well, at least if you're Hendon Hooker, this is your opportunity to prove yourself, to be that guy. But at the same time, I mean, if we're sitting around, if the staff's sitting around saying, well, Kyle Allen could really be QB2, to me, that says you haven't proven it enough anyways. I think for Hendon, now that I'm saying it, your best bet is snag that QB2 job here in Detroit. Prove that if Goff goes down, you're the guy. And pray that another team sees you and wants you and needs you. Right? Because at some point in every season, quarterback goes down and like this is the opportunity. And so if Goff stays healthy, though, you just want to be a backup QB forever? Is that where Hendon Hooker goes, lives, and dies? I think Hooker's got a lot of potential. He's got the legs. He's got the arm power. He's got what it takes physically, but is it between the eyes at the moment? And I don't know. I don't know if it's there. I don't know where he's at. And this is somebody that I want to go and I want to watch take reps and I want to see, because I've seen him in the preseason games and you know what? It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Wasn't great. What's best for Hendon Hooker? I think it's beat out Kyle Allen, be QB2, show up in the preseason, and if Goff ever goes down, prove your worth so that another team that's going down and down and down can see you and say, hey, maybe we go make a move for Hooker. Because right now, you obviously haven't done enough in that category. Heck, you haven't even done enough for the Detroit Lions. We're bringing in Kyle Allen so that we can get a little competition going. That's crazy to me. And I know some people are like, well, Brad Holmes just missed. He missed on this pick. I think it was a good insurance policy. You got to have an insurance policy. And I think that's what Hendon Hooker was as the pick. What was it, like third round, fourth round, whatever. I think he was an insurance policy, and it's an insurance policy. Just like every insurance policy, you're just paying. You're just paying. You're just paying. It's never worth it until one day maybe it just is. Obviously wasn't in the postseason. Best case for the Lions, hey, he proves to be a great QB2. He beats out Kyle Allen. He comes back from this offseason, and just knocks it out of the park, lights it up. Everybody's like, wow, that's QB2. But he ain't QB1 because that's Goff's job. Goff has that held down, locked down. So I think as the Lions, you're just hoping, yeah, man, we can roll any day with this man under center. And we're ready to go. He'll be good enough. He'll be viable enough. Obviously, you never want QB2 to be as good, if not better than QB1, because boy, does that create problems in the locker room. And that's not something I'm worried about. I just, for the sake of the Lions, I need him to be good enough that if Goff goes down. And for the sake of Hendon Hooker, be good enough so that if another team comes along and says, hey, we'd like to snag you, you're worth something. So, man, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the plan is. All I know is there's going to be a big battle for that QB2 spot this training camp this year. And I really need to see Hendon Hooker elevate that game. But hey, man, drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel with Hendon Hooker QB2 versus Kyle Allen? And did Brad Holmes miss? I don't think so, because I think he was going for insurance policy. But you let me know. Did you see? Did it feel like he was going for, hey, this could be the successor? I don't know. Well, drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching this. And a huge thank you to Ryan and Lindsay. You know what you did. It's kind of like that movie, like I know what you did last summer, but like it's nice. It's good. Drinking the Founder's Breakfast Stout. And it's just, I don't even care that it's 85 degrees out and I'm sweating ducks right now. That's phenomenal. It's a chocolate oatmeal bar, thick 8.3%. That's what I want. Always wanted above 6. 8.3 is the sweet spot because you can have a couple. The breakfast stout. Anytime some friends from Jersey or out of town come in, that's always a staple that I'm like, you got to try this. If you haven't had it, if I go to Jersey, got to try the Founder's Breakfast Stout. It's so good. Plus, it's the base layer. It's the base layer for the KBS, for the CBS. It's just, that's a stout. That's a stout. I've had stouts that are like a little watery. You know, like, listen, I love a good Guinness, but it's got to be the extra stout and or the foreign stout. Foreign is nice because that's like 7 or 8%. But like I've had stouts that are just kind of like, they just cut right through. They're watery. I want it thick, like bacon. It's got away from me.